I get older, I've got a new diet now. It's called acid reflux. One meal lasts for a week. As comedians who travel a lot, we miss a lot of things going on back home while we're on the road. I know one comic who joked that he didn't want to miss his son's first steps, so he told his wife to push him down if he tried to stand up. It was a joke, but I know the guy was bummed out that he was missing a big moment. He took off right after the show ended Saturday night so he could get home before the next big milestone. Now, I luckily haven't missed out on a lot of family things, but one of the biggest things that I did miss out on was my 18-year-old cat Rover when she died and I was on the road. I know it's weird, but she was part of my family. I'd been gone about a month and I knew she wasn't doing so well when I left. My friend Michael was checking in on her every day, and he called on a Sunday to say I better hurry up and get home. I was just finishing up my 4 weeks at Zany's in Chicago, and so right after my show that night, I jumped in my Honda Civic and did the 2,000-mile, 30-hour drive straight back to L.A. I was driving fast, too. I think I was doing like 90 miles an hour, and I slept only once right off the freeway around Denver for a couple of hours in the early morning of Tuesday, and then I just kept going. Somewhere in Utah, a few hours later, Michael called to say that he was rushing her to the vet and how much did I want to spend. I said, here's my credit card number, just spend whatever. Then sadly, a few hours later, when I was outside Vegas, the vet called to say that she had died. I'm still flying down the highway at 90 miles per hour and I just burst into tears. Of course, then the vet starts giving you all those options of cremation and ashes and blah, blah, blah. I didn't end up spending any more money on those extras, but it was really a tough ride. I called my friend Betsy in Alaska, and she heard how upset I was and started yelling at me to pull over. Stop driving, pull over now. So I did. I finally made it to LA later that day, and I knew it was going to be really rough and depressing to walk into my studio apartment after being gone for a month and not be greeted by Rover. Plus, I'd have to put away all of Rover's food bowls and toys and stuff. So I stopped at the grocery store before I got home and bought a ton of candy and other junk food. I didn't want to drink when I got home, so I thought I'd just eat. When I got there, right after I walked in, Michael showed up. He lived about 30 minutes away, so it was really nice of him to make a second trip up to my place. He said he wanted to get there early to move Rover's stuff before I got home, so he was kind of bummed that I got there first. We talked for a long time, and after a couple hours, he looked in the bags. He goes, "What do you have in here?" I said, "Oh, just a few things." Then he started pulling out cookies and candy and cake and all sorts of junk. Hey, at least I wasn't drinking, right? I have nothing against drinking, but I thought it was better to eat. Luckily, by then, I didn't need to eat all that junk food, though. The takeaway tip from this is you don't need a lot of friends, just a couple really good ones who will see you through anything and help you out. Both Michael and Betsy helped me out on a really sad day. That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. Feel free to check out my website, theworklady.com. This is Jan. Take care and enjoy your journey.